Zaire, how's the vibes? How are you feeling? Kenny was like, it's first day of school, like always.
Yeah, no, it's definitely exciting to get back. New year, just new opportunities. It's always good to see the guys from a long summer. It's weird, we spend so much time together, and then when you don't see each other, you miss each other. So it's always good seeing everybody in the building, ready to get back to it, get to work, and get the season successful.
Who'd you miss the most?
You say, who did I miss the most? That's a good question. You know what? I actually was around a lot this all season, and then I had the guys over the other day, so I did see. I always love seeing Big Girl. I ain't gonna lie. I do always love seeing Big Girl. He give Big Bear hug. He the only person that picked me up off my feet. I'd be like, yo, stop picking me up. Really, I mean, just all the guys. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really know if me and K-Mo. I didn't seen the guys. Like, the thing is, we friends like outside of the building, so I didn't see. I was just with Juju at his community event on Saturday, which is amazing. Definitely shout out to young Jude Prince, man. He put on for the city, so that was awesome. And Josh was there, Goody was there, so like I done really been with a lot of the guys too, so that's a rich cool.
How's the ankle? How you feeling?
I'm feeling a lot better. This is my first surgery since I've been in the league. First time I even missed this many practices. It's funny because all the new guys in here, I'm like, y'all don't even know me. I play through everything, so it's definitely been a transition, but. Man, I'm just so process oriented. I've just been focused on, just getting better and growing every single day. The team here in Indy did a great job with me this summer. I pushed them, they pushed me, and it's getting better every day. So I'm just looking forward when I get out there and be with the guys. I ain't gonna be out there first day of school, but I'll be turned up on the sidelines. So.
Is that why you were around more? You were getting to work and trying to get back, I guess?
Yeah, no question. Obviously the training staff here, I've had a great relationship with them since. I came in and, I think they just did a great job of supporting me, trying to make sure I was getting my rehab right the right way. I did, sneak out and dip out a few times to get some work in and for other business. But, for the most part, I was in Indy for all summer and I enjoyed it. It was hotter here than I thought it would be.
Do you have a sense for how close or not close you are to getting on the field?
Man, we still progressing. We still working. I will say, I've been running. So, that's a big thing. But, I don't know if it's necessarily a timetable on it for us. I just know we want to make sure it's right because, as you know, this is a marathon. So, we got 22 weeks to go. So, we got to lock in when we're ready.
We talked to Buck, and he said how last year he thought it was the worst defensive performance you guys have had. And then the changes were made. Coordinator and the free. Do you applaud those moves, and are you really eager for what this defense can be?
Man, I'm extremely looking forward to this year. I just, with the addition of Lou, just a breath of fresh air. Everybody's back at a level of zero of accountability, which is much needed, from all pro to undrafted. You got a new person in, it allows everybody to get a fresh start and like I said, give a fresh opportunity for a first impression. And then obviously with the additions that we got, there's definitely great energy in the building, definitely, especially those guys coming from winning cultures. That's the biggest thing for me. At this point, we need everybody to show up and be who they say they are. So if you're a leader, show up and be a leader. If you're a playmaker, show up and be a playmaker. And if everybody show up and be who they be and we come together as a team, we'll be very successful.
I mean, everybody asks about, is there pressure this time of year, and of course, pressure on everybody. But you guys haven't gotten the results you've looked for like a number of years straight now. How much do you kind of have to sort of keep that at the front of your mind to change that?
Man, it's something, to be honest with you, something that I felt, obviously every year, but specifically this off season, even just, I wouldn't say in person, but, definitely the interactions with the fans and stuff, they're upset, and they're demanding. And to be quite honest, I wouldn't have it any other way. And, I wouldn't say it's a pressure thing because at the end of the day, we all starting at the bottom of the mountain, So it's a climb for every single team in the league. I just, was inspired watching the Pacers, watching how they was able to come together as a team, how they was able to continue to grow and build together. And, that's something that we trying to replicate and continue to build on here, man. It's so tough when you just a handful of bad moments away, and we've had our fair share, so it's about time we make some great memories.
So. What can you guys do in training camp just this time of year to improve on that and avoid some of the things that happened last year?
Man, you know what I think it is? I think, again, man, I would just say definitely coming together as a team. Not only in the building, outside of the building, on the field, really, helping continue to build that bond. And like I said, I feel like for everybody in our building, we talk about pressure, but I just feel like we all got something to prove, which is always a good thing. Like, this locker room is hungry. It's a lot of guys in here trying to prove not only that they deserve a certain respect, a certain place in this league, or deserve a certain spot on the field, or deserve a certain space on the team. And when you got a team and a building full of competition, and an organization where everybody from the top to bottom is out to prove themselves, that usually is a recipe for success.
So you've been a leader on this team.
You've been a leader on this. You've had to do not being on the field during the spring and then missing the first couple of days here potentially. What are some things you've had to do to make sure you're on top of the new defense?
Oh man. It's funny. So I was a nerd in school. I always loved school. But I had to go back to my finance classes when I was up with my roommate, and we studying supply chain and all that. Rewriting my notes, walking through stuff at home. I'm at home at night, just running through calls in my head. Okay, watching this. Coach Betts did a great job of being a resource for me to lean on. Obviously, Lou has always shot ideas off of me too. But it's been good, man. I'm a true student of the game. Every year I'm studying the great linebackers of the past season already. And the beauty of this defense is putting me in a position that I haven't had the opportunity to be in before, which I'm really looking forward to. And then in that breath, I've been able to watch different linebackers that I haven't watched. I've obviously been watching the Freds and the B-Wags and those guys, but now I've been able to open that breath up because just this new scheme's going to put me in a better situation. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to get out there, get moving, get in that huddle with the guys. I think that's just the thing I miss the most, is just being out there with the boys.
So. Buck made reference to accountability with Lou, and you kind of made reference to that too. How specifically, what does that look like? How does he kind of hold you guys accountable?
You got to think from Lou's perspective. He's been a coach in this league for a long time. He's seen a lot. He's been around a lot. He understands what a standard is for a great defense. So for him, he's coming in here setting that standard and setting that baseline for everybody. Accountability is putting your pride, your whatever you feel like you may have coming aside, and being able to humble yourself to understand that nobody's above anything. And I think, again, sometimes I just really feel like having somebody else in there makes the biggest change, because it just gives everybody a chance to start again. So.